Hey, it's Archer again. Today I want to talk to you about improving the visibility and the quality of the services that you provide in your business, and give you a good, helpful tip on how you can do that without any more than just this. So one thing that you can do is just write down 20, take an hour out of your day, just an hour out of your day, and write down 20 ideas of how you might improve either the quality of the services you provide or increase the number of calls that you receive, okay? So the whole idea of taking the hour is the exercise itself. It's getting you to think. Most of the time, we go about our daily lives not thinking. I'm not saying you, of course. You think all the time, I'm sure. I'm just saying there are a lot of people in the world that think that thinking is remembering, or thinking is getting up and brushing your teeth, taking a shower, doing your job. No, that's just rote activity, right? So thinking is actually taking one idea and another idea, putting them together to try and improve something, right? To try and make something different or better or whatever, right? So that's thinking. So if you actually physically practice for an hour every day, writing down different ideas, and I mean writing them down physically by hand, not typing them, because that gets ingrained in your brain, then it will make you think more and more all the time about improving your business. It's an exercise in improving your business that will exercise your brain. Now, not all those ideas are going to be worth a crap, right? Some of those ideas will be nothing. Some of them you'll discount immediately, and then others you'll go back to and go, well, what if I did this with this? Okay, so I'll give you an example of one. Okay, so one idea is to visit 5 repair shops in 1 week. So one shop every single day for a 5-day week, right? And then what you could do with that is add another 5 separate shops the next week, and then so on and so forth, and do, say, 20 shops in a month, right? And all you need to do is just make sure that you're visible. You're talking with them. You don't have to bring them something every single time. They just need to know that you're around, right? So a lot of times, and I heard this, and I don't know where, I did not make this. I don't know where I heard this, but visibility is more important than ability. And I know in the towing business, we want to project that we're very capable and able to do our jobs, right? Because it's difficult work and it's dealing with other people's property. I completely understand that. But when you're talking about building your business, your visibility in your market, and I'm not just talking about online, even though that does count, your visibility in your market means a great deal. If the shop owner, let's just use repair shop, if the shop owner gets to know you and sees you on a regular basis, knows you're there, knows you're available to provide services at basically a moment's notice, then, and they get to know, like, and trust you, there's a good chance that they're going to call you when they need help, right? So visibility offline is important, but at the same time, when you brand your business, you want everything to be exactly the same, right? You want to have the imagery and the content on your website to be exactly the same as what's on your Facebook page and your Google business page, and your truck needs to be lettered and branded the same way. Your business cards need to be that way. If you have a logo on your uniform, make sure it's the same logo everywhere else, right? The whole goal with doing this is that your business name becomes synonymous with tow truck in the mind of the consumer, in whomever is making the call. Now, granted, it's very difficult to do it in front of all the people, all the motorists in your market, without having mass marketing, right? Which means Google Ads, Facebook, Google business page, your website, and all that kind of stuff. It's very difficult to do that, but I don't want you to waste your time on radio advertising, and it's more the cost, the expense, and what you get out of it on radio advertising or television advertising or billboards and stuff like that. I don't want you to waste your money on that, but you do need to increase your visibility. And now, once you've gotten that one step down, you've done that, you've written down that one idea, and then you go on to the next and on to the next, and just keep hammering out ideas until you get 20. And make sure you get 20, even if it doesn't take you an hour, but just set aside an hour in your day, every day, to do this, and you'll be very, very happy with the results. The other thing I wanted to mention to you is you don't just need to stop at repair shops. There's other ideas you can do. You can go to other businesses. So just think about it this way. Let's say that you are the owner or the manager of of a a gas station, right? Or maybe a hotel or something like that. It doesn't really matter what the business is. Everywhere that there's a business, most likely somebody drove there to get to that business, right? And there are times, like I used to own a convenience store before I was in the towing business. And I know that people had difficulties with their vehicles and we had to call for tow trucks. So, I mean, I knew somebody specifically to call, and because I knew the person. So what you could do is walk in and talk to the individuals, the employees, the managers, the owner. It doesn't really matter whom you talk to, but make sure you talk to them and let them know that you're available. So in those 20 shops that you could do a month, you add another 20 just regular businesses that you go into, and then just say, hey, I know that you have motorists that come here. If some of them need help, if they need a tow, or if they lock their keys in their car, if they, and there's something wrong with their car, just won't start, we're available to help. Now, why is that important? Because if let's say it's a cashier, if that cashier has the ability to help a motorist real quick instead of saying, I don't know, I don't know what to do. If they have the ability to help them, that person who has an issue with their vehicle, then it makes them look like a hero. It makes them feel good about themselves, and it makes the motorist more endeared to that business. You're helping them in a way that you didn't have to help as the business owner or the cashier. You didn't have to help, but you did. So those are positives. One other idea, and this is not an idea that's going to set the world on fire. It's not going to get you business real quick, but it may. And that is flyers, store flyers. Again, if you're going to do flyers, any kind of print material that you put out, it needs to be branded exactly the same as your website and all the other stuff, everywhere else. Everything has to be branded exactly the same. The whole goal is you want your name to be synonymous, okay? So we did this, and we put out flyers, and I think probably a year later, we got a call from a woman who said that she put our flyer on her magnet on her refrigerator, and she did that a year ago, and she called us from it. So I mean, I know these things work. It's time consuming. It's not an immediate return on your investment of time and money for printing, but it does work. So all these little things you can do. You can think of different ways, but the whole goal of this video is to get you to understand that it's the exercise that matters. The exercise, because it gets you thinking about your business. Okay, thinking about improving your business. And one more little thing you can do, and this is kind of costly, and you may do it already too, and that's a good thing. And that is, in the summertime, bring water with you. Offer your customers water. Just a bottle of water. It costs. I mean, you can get 24-pack for 50 cents a bottle, or maybe even less than that. I don't know. But that's a kind gesture. And then once you've done that, they'll be happy with you. They'll be happy that you've done that. And then they may reciprocate if you ask them by leaving a review for your business. And then, of course, there's always the referrals and the repeat customer stuff. So all of these things matter. Okay? Well, that's it for now. Talk to you later.